Right, hello guys, it's Lewis here with the next LB39 Reacts. Jim isn't here, but he's on Skype. Say hi, Jim.
Hello.
Right, hopefully you can hear that clear enough, but because we couldn't do it there because it was dark and we had no other way to do it, we thought we'd do it this way, so we'll try it out. Alright, so firstly, last night, me and Jim had a FIFA match for today, and it was Gillingham against Port Vale. Jim was Gillingham, I was Port Vale. Jim, how did that turn out?
By a coin toss. Yeah, it was, it ended up 4-3 to Jules, didn't it? Something like that.
I'm more worried about the fact you said twin costs.
It was a coin toss, and it was a fair win that I was being Gillingham. I wasn't being smart and self-truthful. He had Tom Pope and Jordan Slew up front.
That basically got us to know some Port Vale players for today, because if you didn't know, we were in League 2 and we beat Port Vale to the title. So Jim has an incredible passion of hate towards them.
Yeah. Hashtag champions.
So basically, Jim said last night or the night before, I can't remember, but he tagged me in a post on Facebook because I usually get to the games early and Jim comes later. Jules were filming an advert with Prostate Cancer UK, and basically there was a row of fans in the block one and they were filming them to pretend they scored. Doesn't really happen much, so I'm not sure if they knew how to do it, but that went well.
Yeah, you're a shy guy and you just didn't take part in it for some reason.
Yeah, I was going to do it, but
opportunity to be on TV.
Yeah, but I didn't want to do it in the end, so never mind.
I've been on TV 3 times. It's for like prostate cancer and stuff. We'll probably put a link of their charity below. But yeah, it's a good cause. Like they have some like commando days. Like, oh, I'm going commando. We just like have the whole day without wearing underwear. It's pretty sexy. So basically, when I got in, like, I got into the stadium, walked up, sat next to Lewis, and asked him the squads. And basically, it was, what was it? It was a 5-3-2 formation.
Yeah. It was Nelson, Hoyt, Egan, some new guy. What's his name? I can't pronounce it. I keep
John
forgetting.
Egan, Max Amor.
Yeah, leg
and something chickens. Adam chickens, and then Essence on Jakey, Doug Loft,
and
Doughty.
Doughty was back from suspension for being sent off last week,
yep.
The week before.
And then up front was Brennan Dickinson and the one and only Cody McDonald. Apart from Antonio German, it was the best bench. We had McGlashan, we had Dak, we had Kedwell, we had Linganzi, we had Morris.
And because I get there before Jim normally, I basically watch the players warm up, and when Jim gets here, they've already done the warm up and go in. And
yeah, I can't be lost with that shit.
I said to Jim when he got here, Nelson has been looking dodgy in the warm up. I literally called it, and that is going to play a big part on it, and we tell you later on what happened, because
oh, it's a teaser.
I called it, motherfuckers. So me and Jim both had predictions before the game. I didn't really have a score prediction, but I had a prediction that Douglas was going to score, didn't happen, and there was going to be a red card, didn't happen. So
almost happened.
How did Loft not score? He's had so many shots.
I know. We'll get to the gameplay in a minute, but yeah, that's shocking. But yeah, my prediction was 3-1, wasn't it? A 3-1 win.
To Jules, yeah.
Because we usually always beat Port Vale, because we're obviously the better team than them.
Last year we were 3-0 up and we drew 3. No, we won 3-2 and it was really nerve-wracking.
Yeah, they almost ended up winning. But yeah, I'll give credit to them. Like, I usually do hate Port Vale, but yeah, they were a lot more, you know.
It's because Pope wasn't playing.
Apart from their number 9, who were we were easily beaten in the left wing, their left wing, because Hoyt was just 1 against 2 on the left. So they just easily play it past him. They dribbled it in the middle. I think Ngessen from
yeah.
Port Vale number 33.
Online from Millwall.
Yep, he dribbled it in from like the edge of the box, and I think the shot took a little deflection off either Loft or leg.
I don't know what happened. I know it was bad defending, but
yeah, I think it took a deflection off leg, and then just like, you know, bounced a couple of times and ended up in the net.
Yeah.
Nelson couldn't do anything about it.
So what followed that was a pretty interesting thing, because John Egan, who is probably by far our best player at the minute, scored, and
centre back.
Yeah, he's a centre back, so you expect it to be a header or something. He ran down the pitch and scored a screamer.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
He is the strangest centre back. Like, we passed it back to him, just like, you know, safety, like a safety back pass. Then he just goes on like an amazing run, skills up 3 players, shoots from 30 yards, goes into the bottom right goal, and it's just like, oh.
And it was his weak foot, and he was a centre back.
Yeah, weak foot, centre back, and he scores that. That's just inhuman.
And like he's missed so many headers that he should have scored, and then his first goal for Gillingham is a screamer.
It's a screamer. I swear he's missed like 10 headers
And then he nearly got sent. Well, the Port Vale player tried to get him sent off because
Oh my god.
basically Jim laughed at this. I don't know why,
This
but
was the most hilarious thing I had ever seen. That was number 9. I can't remember the guy's name. Do you remember the guy's name?
I'll look at it. The program's here. It was
Yeah,
Ben Williamson.
Ben Williamson from Port Vale. He was off on a counter and he just had to get past John Egan and it would be 1-on-1 with Nelson and he'll probably score.
He did get past him, but
Yeah, he did absolutely get past him. Egan just went for the ball a little bit, just tried to kick it away from him. No intent to harm him at all. Didn't touch him at all. And then, what's his name again? Williamson.
Ben Williamson, yeah.
Yeah, Ben Williamson just holds his face like that Brazilian guy. Like that Brazilian guy in 2002. Just oh no! And then just slowly gets on the floor. It was the worst dive ever.
Yeah, and he could have, if he carried on, he probably would have scored.
Yeah,
he would have been
he
1-1.
absolutely would have scored there. But he's just no.
He just tried to get Egan sent off.
Yeah, Lewis was pissed off, and I was just pissing myself laughing. Get out of our league, Ben Williamson, you smart prick.
Alright, and then it was half time.
You silly.
Yeah. So the second half kicked off. We were a lot more dominant, to be honest, and we probably should have scored earlier on. But in the 55th minute, Egan popped up and actually scored a header.
Yeah, was it from a corner or a free kick?
I think it was a corner.
Yeah. It was a little bit weird though, because I think it went through the keeper's legs or something, where it came off the keeper and ended up in the side netting. I don't really know what happened.
That's the second time in 2 home games that our centre back has scored 2 goals. Not Egan. Last one was leg.
Yeah.
Next week it's the German guy. His turn.
Max Eber.
Yeah, I keep forgetting his name. We were on top since we scored. We probably should have got a third because they were pushing further forward. So we had a lot more space. Doug Loft had a lot of chances. Dickinson had a couple.
Our attacking movement really got to understand each other. As soon as Egan scored his second, he could have scored 5 extra. We really knew what we were doing at that point.
And then, good old Peter Taylor with his brilliant managerial skills
Oh, that man.
decides to make some subs and change the whole thing up.
You silly man, Taylor. What are you doing?
He decided to bring McGlashan on for Hoyt
Jermaine McGlashan for Gavin Hoyt.
and German on for McDonald.
Antonio German for Cody McDonald.
Antonio German. He can't play football. He just...
That is the worst substitution you can ever make. Cody McDonald for Antonio German.
He can't play football. Like, he had the ball and he
That's
just can't.
That's the equivalent to taking off Suarez and bringing on Lambert.
Yeah. When all German did was the job McDonald was doing before in a very bad fashion.
He just wasn't doing it at all.
Yeah, he didn't walk. Like, he just stayed in the same place.
I don't really know what German's job was. He just stood there. He was just okay, I exist. Now what?
I got game time. And after those substitutions, the team seemed to not have a clue what they were doing. Like, we still had a couple of goal attempts on the counter-attack, but...
Oh, I'm gonna sneeze.
Jim's going to sneeze. And the team started to lose their way. Port Vale came further and further forward as the game went on. Bearing in mind, Egan's second goal was in the 55th minute. So there's still 35 minutes
left. A lot
left.
of time to hold on to it, and that's not what we're good at.
Yeah, we are so bad at that.
German was lost up there. He has no idea what he's doing. He can't play football, as you said. No, everyone was just lost. They had the perfect formula, and then they purposefully just didn't use it.
I don't know why Taylor didn't take off one of the centre backs for McGlashan, because Egan went to right back when we took a right back off. So we could easily have kept Hoyt on, kept Egan in centre back, and then took leg or Aimner off.
Yeah, it's terrible. Peter Taylor's just got to go.
And because Port Vale were coming forward so much, literally in the last 5 minutes, because we were alright until then, they literally bombarded us, and the ball was in our box. They were just literally shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting. Everything happened. You can't even see it because it's at the other end.
It's not nice where everything happens and it's so far away. The perspective is awful. Someone would cross the ball across, nowhere near the goal. But from our view, it's it's going in, it's going in, it's going in. Oh, it's nowhere near.
And then they shot. It hit the bar, bounced on the line, went out. It was all mental. Don't know how we didn't concede. Everyone started to think, oh, luck's on our side today. We're gonna win. And then freaking.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Okay, this is where the Nelson part comes into play. It was a shot. It took like a couple deflections. Nothing major.
Yeah, it went for a few legs. It was easy to catch for Nelson, so just quickly and smoothly just catch the ball.
Stuart Nelson, the most reliable player we've ever had, never made a mistake. This time, ball comes to him. Literally, I don't even know what he did, but he went to catch it. He completely missed the ball. It went in. It was absolutely gutting.
He just froze.
I impounded the chair with my fist and it hurt so much. But literally, straight after that, it was full time. And then afterwards, Nelson sort of walked round, put his hand up to the whole Rain of Mend, and everyone was chanting his chant, England's #1.
That's what's good about our club. Like, we could perform so badly, like, we could do a massive cock up like that, and fans will still love him, and like they're not scared to show him. Like when Nelson came around, if that was any other club, like if that was at the Emirates, Szczesny comes walking around just like, oh sorry, everyone would hurl shit at him. That's what's good about this club. Like they're just like, oh yeah, it's alright, England's #1.
It's like even German, who literally can't play football, everyone still like supports him when he gets the ball, even though you know nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a little bit of abuse. That's what is good about the Football League. Like,
Yeah,
you
like
know what to do better.
our first 20 minutes were really poor, and like the fans were like shouting, like to do stuff better. If that makes sense, you know what I mean?
Do you want to try that again, mate?
No. Okay, so it was full time, absolutely gutting. But next week is the big game. That is Leyton Orient against Gillingham. You're probably thinking, but wait, Gillingham just played Leyton Orient. Actually, that was in the
League One. It's in the James Paint Trophy semi-final.
But that was in League One. This is in the Joseph Paint Trophy. This is in the Joseph Paint Trophy semi-final, and I really want to win this because I want to go to Wembley. It will be so good to see Gills at Wembley.
I mean, it's not like we've been at Wembley in the last 5 years.
Yeah, we went in 2009, but
that was the joke I was making. This. Well done.
But that was me back then. But none of our current team plays for us then. This would be so good. I'm definitely going to be there, so I'll be doing one of these. Jim might be there.
First of all, like, let us know what you think about this, because like I keep nagging Lewis saying that we should do a podcast or something. Like, I'll probably set it up. So like if you would want anything like that, like this sort of, we'll probably get better quality because I'm just recording the Skype call.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be fun if we could do a podcast. That'd be cool.
And my light isn't very good because it's dark and it's kind of annoying, but at least I get the video done. You can follow my social networks down below. Jim's social network is at JimOlimbo23 on Twitter. And unlike the video yesterday, so apologies for that, we're not going to Lewis's tomorrow. We can't. So I'll just be doing a little video here. Not the Q&A, that will still be next week, like I said. So we'll see what that video is. And until then, Jim, say bye.
Bye-bye. I knew you said hello. Wow.
Bye.